Ready for some more of lovely Gordon Brown's lovely fair speech? Okie dokie. Right. 3:11. By the way, he's speaking without notes. Had you noticed? It's like, that's why he's not said anything then. Because he didn't have his notes with him. I've got my notes, Gordon. But I've not planned it. In fact, I've not even read it all the way through. But that's part of the point. That's why I do it like this on purpose. So that basically these are my thoughts. These are not the thoughts that I've sat and worked out what would sound nice, what might, what might offend people, what might be right, what might be wrong. It's just how I feel as we go along. 3:13. If the Conservatives were running the country, things would be much worse than they are. I'm paraphrasing Brown's what if, I'm assuming that's Laura Snook is paraphrasing Brown's what if comparison of Labour and Conservative policies and how they would have influenced recent events, including the credit crunch. And Selfridges have just brought out a bag of chocolate, 150 grams of chocolate for £4. Because it's got crunchy bits in it, they're calling it the credit crunch. And they're expecting sales to go through the roof. Because all of these rich people who are now feeling that they're getting stuffed as well. Because they're still, even if you're rich, if you're poor, you're still a slave to the numbers. You're still drowning in the numbers. So they can have some chocolate because they need comfort food during the time of crisis, which we could sort out if we stopped the elitists controlling us without our say-so. One comparison of Labour and Conservative politics and how they would have influenced recent events, including the credit crunch. This is no time for a novice, he says triumphantly. Their strategy is to change their appearance to give the appearance of change. He says that's what salesmen do when they're selling something no one wants to buy. And it's like, so again, childish name calling. Nah. Gordon Brown smells a smelly, smelly Bob. I can do it just as good as you can, mate. So, where were we then? So, basically, it's just like, where was the construction in that? Well, hey, vote the Conservatives in. They'd do an even worse job than we would. Oh, yeah, he's fair after all. Yeah, go on, Gordon. Right. 3:17. Brown says the Tories have nothing to offer tomorrow because they're still prisoners of the past. And he's reminding us that Britain has never been broken, not even by fascism, and says Team GB's performance at the Beijing Olympics was Britain at its best. Now, whilst the Olympics were going on, right, and everybody was going like, whoa, yeah, we got loads of, and we did really, really well, and it was great for the morale of the country. And this woman was being interviewed on the telly. And she said, oh, yes, well, we've had lottery funding. So that's why everybody's got so good, because there's been a load of lottery funding. So basically, we weren't doing very good because we didn't have the funding, money, numbers. We still had very good athletes, but they couldn't get the sponsorship. They couldn't get the money. They couldn't get the numbers. Give them some numbers and we do really well. We should invest in things like this and not. I'm sure a lot of the soldiers, right, in Iraq and Afghanistan are really quite fair. Hold on a moment while I ponder that. Yeah. To me, they'd be really good representing their country in some kind of sport or whatever. But they can't, sportsmanship, that's a lazy man's job because, you might work and stuff, but you're not earning them any money. So, you don't get the funding. It's all about the numbers. And we'll do one more. The next one, right. 3:20. He's paying tribute to Britain's armed forces. The best in any part of the world. Oh, I bet Mr. Bush would love that. It's like, yes, how proud that we are so good at murder, so good at killing. He took a special mention out of his conference speech to applaud us for being good at killing. Right after saying, yes, we gave you a little bit, well, the lottery gave them a little bit of money. That went really well. So they're kind of like, it's sort of like, tell you what, put a bit more money in the army and we'll be able to kill even better as well. Won't that be fair? I'm off. See ya.